Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Tessa Dogo, and I'm here to teach you how to make your first $500 freelancing. I've always believed in freelancing, but I was always that girl that is afraid of taking the leap, as in just jumping off the cliff and seeing what's on the other side. So I always stuck to my 9 to 5, even though I always had the plan of, okay, we're going to do this hustle, make it big, live on our own terms, live above this Nigerian corrupt system. So, but taking the leap was really tough for me. So in this class, I'll be teaching you how to take the leap without having any stories that touch at the other end. So let's go in there now. Okay, so we're back. So in this class, I'm teaching you how to make your first $500 and then how to take the leap without having a story that touches at the other end. Okay, so how was it for me? Did I take the leap? Did I actually take the leap? I kept planning to take the leap, but I didn't take the leap. I actually got fired. So that's the story for another day. So but when I got fired, I went home back to my house. I looked at the kitchen. You know, Nigerians now think about food first. I looked at the sitting room. I looked at the living room. And I said, ha, am I going back to my father's village? So I now, I first of all took some time out to just like relax from my rigorous, Lagos work now, working from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. Took time to feel unappreciated, all the negative feelings. And even if you work in a really good job, there's always a downside. It can be traffic, it can be just feeling unappreciated for the work that you do. It can be not knowing what you're worth. So I was just thinking about the next month. What am I going to do? Opened my laptop. I went on this platform called Upwork, and I'd actually registered in the platform years ago. So I decided to just like search for a job. It was like 3 a.m. So I searched for a job, and I just saw this job, write a 24-page book. Write a 24-page book about so. And I saw the price. It was like $300. Write a 24-page book. I was like, how can this be real? Because at my regular, I used to work at a media job. At my regular media job, I used to write 24 pages for days. I can write 24 pages in one day. I write it for 30 days just to get something that is considered good in Nigeria, but something that is not considered good when you're thinking of the international community. So I just like, okay, let's take a risk. Let me write it. After all, I still have my severance pay that can carry me for 1 month. If it doesn't work out, we'll see what happens. So I wrote this 24-page book without even thinking about it, and I submitted it. And I continued my life. I just continued my life, as in, I continued my life the way I was living it. So sometime the next week, I was heading out. I was just, when you're doing income generating task, that's what we call it now as entrepreneurs. When you're doing income generating task, I said, let me check my ATM. I had this new bank account I'd opened. So I slotted my ATM into the card, and I saw money that I did not put there. Let me say it like that. So I was just like, wow, have these people paid? Upwork has paid. That's like, imagine when Upwork pays you $300 for a job that you do in like 40 minutes. So I was really so excited, and that's just the story of how I made my first $300 on Upwork, writing a 24-page book. Okay, so what I didn't add there was that inside that my living room and my um bedroom, I was living with three of my other siblings, and we were doing stuff. Nigeria now, but everybody's doing stuff. But you know, getting paid is important, especially when you're an orphan. When you get paid, as in when there's money in the bank, it just gives you one kind peace. That's not God kind of peace, but you know what I'm talking about. So after a while, it became the slang in my house became has Upwork paid? Because when Upwork pays, you just have this confidence. So how did I get my second job? Like a week later, I was just browsing again on Upwork. So as I was browsing on Upwork, I saw this job. I was like, okay, since I have a media background, let me be searching for media jobs. As in, you're looking for something, if you're looking for a middle ground between you and your client. So I was searching for this media job, and I came across this website. And the website said they're looking for writers from different parts of the world to tell stories, about the places where they're living in. That's so my job will be to source for writers. That seems like a lead generation job if you are conversant with the digital industry. So I was like, Tessa, you can do this lead generation job now. So I applied. And when I applied, the woman responded. And I asked her, how long does it take? She now said, okay, you're going to do this job for $400. Your job is to find us contributors for the website. We need contributors from all over the world to share varied stories. I was like, wow. And I said, okay, I can do this. And sometimes in Nigeria, when you're doing a job, sorry for comparing the Nigerian labor force and the labor force of different parts of the world. That's one of the things you get when you're doing jobs on an international scale. You start comparing the two skills. So I think I found about 5 contributors for this woman. Of course, I was one of them. And I gave it to her. And she was like, wow, 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 this is so good. This is so good, this is so good. This is so good. She now said, thank you, thank you, thank you. And next thing, 5 days, bam, $100 have entered my account again. I said, this is how it's so easy to make money. As in, it's so hard because I had this other job in Nigeria. There was one time I had this job in Nigeria, and you work so hard. You work so hard. You not hear thank you. You now get one kind money that is not enough to keep body and soul together. So comparing the two, there was just this joy in my heart that, see, I've worked how many days for this woman? Just 5 days. And she's paid me $400, and she's not even thinking about, oh, this money is so much, this, or you're not worth this money, or I can go out there, find 30 other workers if you don't want to work. So as in, when you work online, it'll give you peace because the client is clear, this is what I want. And you on your other end, you're clear, this is what I can provide. And then you provide it, give it to the client reviews it, tells you, okay, this is what I want changed, this is what I want changed. And then you do maybe 1 or 2 changes. And your client has paid you. And you're not waiting for end of month to get paid. You're not waiting for first, second, third, 29, 30 to get paid. That's just the peace of mind that comes from. It's just a random story. You can imagine now, I made $400 just from sourcing for writers, for this lady who's saying I'm looking for writers. So working online is about meeting the need of your clients. It's not rocket science. It's something anyone can do if you're someone who loves to help people. It's not rocket science. It's all about meeting the need of your client. Yeah. Okay, so we're back again. I want to talk about my COVID story. I don't know how you guys survived, but you can like share in the comments your own story. So my own COVID story was that okay, fine, we had a place to stay. It was just like um the only basic needs were like okay, um and that's we had to find jobs to do. And you know COVID now, everybody was stuck at home. So you're at home and you're like, okay, so how do we get money to get things done? For me, during my COVID story, I had 4 jobs. That's when I learned how to hold more than one job at a time, manage more than one client at a time. I had 4 jobs. 2 of them were in Nigeria, and one of them was in the UK, and one was in the US. So the one in Nigeria, now trust, they were paying me maybe 30 something thousand. 2 of them, 2 different people were paying me 30 something thousand to manage their social platforms and their websites. Then my clients in the UK was paying me $150, £150 to manage their websites. My clients in the US was paying me $50 every week just to write captions. So all I needed to do was like get up. I had a schedule. Usually I was at home, so I used to run gym. I'll just get up in the morning, do all my morning chores, everything I need to do. Then once it's 12 o'clock, I'll go and check on the content that I scheduled the night before to see if they posted on my morning post. I usually send out morning post around 9 for Nigeria, but for my clients in the US, I send out their morning post at 3 p.m. depending on which of the time zones they're in. For UK is the same time as Nigeria most of the time, so I send out their posts too according to Nigerian time. So once I've scheduled all those posts, I'll now sit down and write maybe 1 or 2 blog posts. Once I write it, I'll edit. After editing, I'll now optimize for SEO. I'll do on page SEO for the blog, find suitable images and post up. And just from doing all those related tasks, I was getting paid from 4 different people. So you can see the versatility of working online. If you're able to organize and manage yourself, all you need to do is develop your systems. Once you develop your systems, you know, oh, this is what I should be doing, this is what I should be doing, this is what I should be doing. To make it easy for the people I had social platforms for, I do marathon designing and posting. So I just schedule their posts for the whole month, and then I just go look at the captions, adjust the captions, hashtags, research. I work more at night than in the daytime. In the daytime, I just like organize all the things I've already done at night and go over them just to make sure everything's doing fine. So if you're able to organize yourself, just train yourself, plan a system, it's easy to be able to work for 4 different people and be getting paid from 4 different people at different times. When I used to work in corporates Nigeria, I just used to get paid at the end of the month. So you see, you're living with this at the end of the month mentality. Oh, at the end of the month, I'll get paid. Oh, at the end of the month, I'll buy that. Oh, at the end of the month, I can decide what I want to do. And the best of the best jobs I had in corporate Nigeria, I used to get paid at the end of the month. Then and that was even something that doesn't usually happen. I'll just have commissions, maybe weekly commissions. So that was like, and that one's even an organization that operates as if it's an international organization. It doesn't operate in Nigerian system. It operates like an international organization. That's why they had such freedom. Yeah, they had such freedom. But when you cash in on the digital industry, you can get paid today. You can do a job today, get paid today. You can do a job today, get paid at the end of the week. You can do a job today, get paid in 2 weeks' time. So there are different kinds of jobs. There's jobs that you get paid bi-weekly. There's jobs that you get paid at the end of the week. There's a job that you get paid immediately. And then there's also the jobs like if you're working for people from Singapore area, Middle East, those people who like to pay either bi-weekly or monthly. But if you're working for a platform, maybe a platform like Upwork or Fiverr, you get paid every 15 days. Upwork every 5 days once the job is done. So your life becomes flexible. You're not thinking of, oh, I'll buy this thing at the end of the month. You're just thinking of, when my client pays. My slang now became when my client pays. So I'm not thinking, we have to wait 30 days. After 30 days, that's when we're going to get paid. Nowadays, you can be flexible enough to say, if my client pays, I will do this, or I will do that, or once this week ends, as in, do you understand? Something good is happening. So the flexibility is big. Yeah. Okay, so these are big dreams. Dreams of financial freedom, dreams of being able to have the amount of money you need to carry out whatever you need in this life, to do any projects that you have planned, to fulfill any goals that you've had since you were a little child. This is the key to getting it. But in order to get this dream, you need to buckle up and build a structure that manages everything and makes sure everything happens the way it's supposed to be. To start building that structure, you need to get 2 skills. One is the particular digital skill you're learning, and the second one is learning how to pitch clients for jobs. Now, if you notice, I've been talking about writing blog posts, writing captions, writing content for my clients, generally ghostwriting, ebook writing. But there are other skills in the market. In case you don't feel that you're talented in this area, there are other skills in the market. There's software engineering, there's website designing, there's AI editing, there's proofreading, there's graphic designing. There are many skills in the market. Pick one and master it so that you can do a job for a client anywhere in the world and you're satisfied that it's well done. And then you now master the art of pitching clients. Now you can take the long road of making so many mistakes and just stumbling along the way, making mistakes and maybe get there somehow. Or you can get a coach to train you so that your results are faster in coming. Now I can help you if you want a coach to coach you on your writing skill and on pitching for clients. I can help you, coach you, and get you started on that career, on that freelance writing journey, or freelance any other skill. If you check at the bottom of this YouTube video, you'll see a free graphic on the journey on how to become a successful freelance writer. We'll take up the journey from there. Now, I hope that you've enjoyed this story, the story of the last 4 years and what it took to get here. If you'd love to continue hearing more stories, and I know you would, click the subscribe button, click like, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.